President Trump has agreed to debate Biden. They say it's going to happen. I personally don't think it's going to happen. Is there any way Biden could get up on the stage and debate Trump? Is it possible? And what could the Biden campaign even say to get out of this?
Well, it's possible, sure. And in fact, there's a story today, just this morning in the Washington Post, that Biden now says that he's agreed to 2 debates, and he's acting like that's a lot. He put out a video this morning where he's acting like a tough guy, and he says, "Make my day, pal. Here you go." It's on Twitter.
I think that took like 18 takes to make.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 13 seconds long, and it has 5 edits in it. 5 edits in a 13-second video.
How is he going to go on a stage and debate Trump? How can he possibly have it happen?
So I don't know, but he says, you know what? I'll even do it twice, like making a big deal that having 2 debates is exceptional. And it is unusual, actually, to have 2 presidential debates, because normally we get 3. And he's acting like
right.
Of course, the last time, one of them did get canceled because of the whole, you may have heard about it, the whole COVID mess. So there were only 2. And I know the Trump campaign wants as many as possible because they know that Joe Biden is going to be terrible at it. And they want them later in the season, or I'm sorry, move them up earlier so that people see the debates before all of the early voting starts. With tens of millions of people will already have had the chance to vote by the time a debate in October rolls around because of all the early voting all over the country. So the Trump campaign wants them moved earlier in the calendar as much as possible before people actually start voting, which is kind of, is that a novel concept? You want the debates to occur before people cast their votes. It's weird.
Well, hypothetically, if I was on the Biden campaign right now, I'd be panicking over this.
Well, yeah, I mean, they don't want their guy to be up on stage. Their whole strategy back in 2020, because COVID gave him the opportunity to stay home and stay in his basement, as everybody remembers, they would love to try to replicate that strategy as best they can and keep Joe Biden from going out on the campaign trail, talking to the media, appearing on television, doing anything, having embarrassingly small crowds with no energy, the whole thing. They don't want him out in public at all if they can help it. And so agreeing to debates is not something that they want to do, but they sort of feel pressured into doing it because it's what campaigns and it's what candidates are supposed to do because the people demand it. But I would think that they've got to be in a panic because the poll numbers are terrible. Yeah. There has never been polling this bad since Gallup started polling incumbent presidents back. This goes back as far as the Eisenhower administration. This is a record low approval rating for an incumbent president of the United States. Donald Trump clearly has the upper hand in this race, and the Biden camp knows it. Not to say that things can't change. It's a long time between now and Election Day, but boy, right now, I would much rather be in Donald Trump's shoes than Joe Biden's.